stage. Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries on the dais, esteemed panelists, and all the attendees for the today's panel discussion. It is an absolute honor to welcome you all to the lush green campus of Sandip University. I, Dr. Kamini Shirsat, welcome you all to this academically enriching and forward-looking panel discussion on the future of education and technology, a roadmap to Viksit Bharat. आज का ये मंच सिर्फ डिस्कशन का नहीं है, तो ये एक सोच है, एक दृष्टि है और एक संकल्प है, एक नए विकसित भारत के निर्माण का. We are living in a time where technology is not just supporting education, but it is now redefining it. From traditional classrooms to AI-powered learning, from textbooks to immersive digital experiences, the future is not coming, but future is already here. So today's discussion will help us to explore how we can connect these advancements in technology to build a stronger, smarter, and self-reliant India. To mark the auspicious beginning, I request all the dignitaries to kindly proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony.
या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटि.
Thank you very much, all. May this divine light guide us towards wisdom and innovation. Among the panelists, who were available or who are going to join today. Dr. Ravindra Kulkarni sir, Vice Chancellor of Mumbai University, Dr. Parag Karkar sir, Pro VC, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, and Dr. Devlankar sir, Director of Higher Education. They have joined online for today's panel discussion. So we welcome all the dignitaries here for the panel discussion in online. We move to a special segment of today's program, a moment where we express our gratitude to the distinguished personalities who have graciously joined us today. Today we have with us distinguished academician and visionary leader Dr. Sanjeev Sonavne sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Yashwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University Nashik. Dr. Sonavne is a highly respected name in the field of education, e-learning, open and distance learning systems. With a rich academic background and extensive administrative experience, he has significantly contributed to the development and strengthening of digital education and innovative learning methodologies. He has played a vital role in promoting technology enabled education, curriculum development, quality enhancement in higher education. His dedication towards making education accessible to all has been truly inspiring. We are honored to have you with us today, sir. I would like to request our Honorable Chairman, sir, to kindly felicitate Dr. Sonavnes. Please have a seat, sir. We are truly honored to have with us in online mode Honorable Dr. Ravindra Kulkarni, Vice Chancellor of University of Mumbai. We welcome you to this panel discussion, sir. With an illustrious career spanning over 32 years in the field of chemical technology, Sir has made remarkable contributions to teaching, research, and academic leadership. Currently serving as the Vice Chancellor of University of Mumbai, Sir has been instrumental in guiding one of India's premier institutions towards excellence. Before this, he has served in several prestigious roles like Pro Vice Chancellor at the University of Mumbai, as head and senior professor at the Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai, and professor and director at UICT North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon. In addition, Sir has also actively contributed to industry collaborations and consultancy projects both in India and abroad. Sir has played a key role in developing major academic and research infrastructure projects. We heartily welcome you and to you, sir, for joining this panel discussion online in spite your busy schedule. Thank you very much, sir. We also have with us Dr. Parag Karkar, sir, Pro Vice Chancellor at Savitribai Phule Pune University. He is serving as Pro Vice Chancellor at Savitribai Phule Pune University since August 2023, contributing over 2 decades of academic leadership to drive institutional growth. With expertise in strategic planning, teaching, and public speaking, the focus remains on fostering impactful strategies that align with organizational goals and inspire academic excellence. Previous leadership roles as Dean of Commerce and Management and as Director at Sinhagad Business School demonstrate the dedication of collaboration and innovation in higher education. Committed to empowering next generation of learners and leaders by creating a dynamic and inclusive learning environment. He has also served prestigious roles such as academic council member, senate member, and on various exam and academic committees under Savitribai Phule Pune University. Thank you very much, sir, to join us today for the insightful panel discussion. Shortly, Dr. Shailendra Devrankar, sir, is going to join the session. Sir is Director, Directorate of Higher Education, Government of Maharashtra. We are privileged to welcome Dr. Shailendra Devrankar. With over 2 decades of rich academic and administrative experience, he has served in key positions including Registrar of University of Mumbai, a distinguished scholar in political science and a PhD from Jawaharlal Nehru University. He has made significant contributions in research and curriculum development. His dedication towards strengthening higher education continues to inspire students and educators across the state. It is truly an honor for us to have such an inspiring personality among us today. We welcome you for the panel discussion. Thank you very much, sir. In academia, we learn concepts, but from industry, we learn application, innovation, and impact. Today, is privileged to introduce a highly accomplished and dynamic industry expert, Mr. Sanjay Nikam, Senior Vice President at Reliance Digital Retail Limited. A seasoned professional with over 33 years of experience, he has successfully delivered techno commercial projects worth billions of dollars across industries like IT, telecommunications, and consumer electronics. With strong expertise in end to end project management and a deep understanding of market trends and customer needs, he has consistently delivered innovative and impactful solutions. A dynamic leader, he has also built high performing teams and led successful product launches and business strategies. I request our Honorable Chairman, sir, to kindly felicitate Professor Sanjay Nikam. We are honored to welcome Shri Sachin Vilas Joshi, a visionary education innovator and founder director of Espalier Experimental and Heritage School. He is driving force behind the impactful initiative Education on Wheels, bringing thousands of underprivileged children into mainstream education. As chairman of the Nashik School Association and an SDG 4 accelerator, he continues to shape the future of education at both national and global levels. A respected speaker at international platforms like the European Parliament, he is also a key contributor to India's national education policy initiatives. We are truly honored to have you us with today, sir. Thank you very much. I request Honorable Chairman, sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Sachin Joshi. Success comes to those who work hard and stays with those who don't rest on the laurels of the past. We are honored to have with us our guiding force and who stands as the cornerstone of our organization, our esteemed chairman, Sir Dr. Sandip Kumar Jha, sir. Sir has been instrumental in shaping the successful future of thousands of students of India. He has single handedly contributed towards transforming and developing many Indians from its rural pockets. As his remarkable journey gathered momentum, he has set standards, initiated trends, and achieved many new milestones successfully. Over the years, he has made a mark for himself, but irrespective of his success and riches, he continues to humbly develop his country and countrymen by educating and helping them. I would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sandip University, Dr. Pavan Baldare sir, to kindly felicitate our Honorable Chairman sir. I would like to request Dr. Deepak Patil, Principal of Sandip Institute of Engineering and Management, to kindly felicitate Dr. Pavan Baldare sir, Vice Chancellor of Sandip University. Thank you very much, sir. To formally welcome this gathering and to initiate the panel discussion, I now request our Honorable Chairman, sir, Dr. Sandip Jha, sir, to deliver the welcome address.
Hello, hello.
Okay. Hello. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome Dr. Sanjeev Sonawane ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, YCMU Nashik, Dr. Shailendra Devlankar, Honorable Director, Directorate of Higher Education, Government of India, who is available online, Dr. Ravindra Kulkarni, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mumbai University, Dr. Parag Kalkar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, SPPU, Mr. Sanjay Nikam, Senior Vice President, Reliance Digital, Mr. Sachin Vilas Joshi, founder of Spalier School, Nashik, and the stalwarts of academics, bureaucracy, industries. Also, I'd like to welcome the representatives of media, and my staff members. I welcome you all on the eve of panel discussion of the future of education and technology, a roadmap to Viksit Bharat 2047. I would like to, Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, I would like to give a brief introduction of our campus in Nashik. We started our campus in Nashik in 2008 with our first engineering college, SITRC. In this campus, it has got two verticals. One is foundation and the other is the university. In foundation, we have two engineering colleges, SITRC, SIM, Polytechnic, then pharmacy, management courses, BBA and BCA courses. All programs are approved by AICTE and under University of Pune. All the courses are NAC A accredited and all the eligible departments are NBA accredited. Our pharmacy is NAC A plus. Our second vertical in 2016, Government of Maharashtra bestowed upon us the status of first self-financing university of North Maharashtra. Now, Sandip University in Nashik is recognized by University Grant Commission under Section 2F. This is among the 30 universities in the country which has been graded, which has been recognized by University Grant Commission uh, under Section 12, and recently we have been accorded NAC A status in the first cycle. Means uh, it shows that we are committed to excellence. And for your kind information, I will tell you our entire pedagogy is based on three things, that is cognitive, psychomotor, and effective. And entire education system in the campus is totally outcome based education. Now I would like to return back to the today's agenda. Now, right now, Amrit Kal is going on in our country. On our 75th independence of the country, all over Amrit Mahotsav is going on. And our country, our government of India is aspiring to become Viksit Bharat by 2047. 2047 is going to be the landmark year for our country because we will attain our 100 years of independence, and the government is very much ambitious by 2047, and by 2047 it wants to attain the status of developed country. The western countries call us developing country, but we want to become developed country by 2047. Now, the strongest pillar for any developed country is the future ready higher education system. Now, we can join our developed now for developed country. The government of India is aspiring to become a $30 trillion economy. For your kind information, but in 26 we are expecting to become a $4 trillion economy. In 2027, next year, our plan is to become a $6 trillion economy. Why I'm saying that, you can imagine the scale of $30 trillion. And by 2047, we want to become a $30 trillion economy. Means we want to multiply five times in by 2047, and this is only possible. And this $30 trillion economy, this is the ambition of the government. This is only possible by virtue of future ready higher education ecosystem. And for that, the government is going to introduce Viksit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan, and the bill has been laid down in the parliament, and it will take some time for the enactment. Now, what is this all about? What is this Viksit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan, and what is the genesis of this, and what is the purpose of this? What is the significance of this one? Over the decades, over the decades, Indian higher education system had been entangled in the complex web of various kind of regulatory bodies. For example, we have University Grant Commission, we have got AICTE, we have got NCTE, Bar Council, Pharmacy Council, then Medical Council. Our educators, our academicians, the edupreneurs, they have been navigating from pillar to post to various regulatory bodies for approvals, for the grant of fund, for the accreditations and all. And rather than giving more time for the excellence of the education and looking into the needs of the students, we have been running from here and there in pursuit of all kind of things. And the academicians, the bureaucrats, they were also in need of umbrella umbrella regulatory body, which will help us in getting rid of all these controversies in the conflicting regulation among the statutory bodies. For example, University Grant Commission right now controls more than 80% of students and the institutions. AICTE, NCTE, and Architecture Council of India, they combinedly they control near about 10% of institutions as well as the students. Now the government wants to converge UGC, AICTE, NCTE, and Architecture Council of India into one body. That means if this is successful, then 90% students, 90% of higher education will come under one umbrella. I don't know why the government is not thinking about Bar Council, Pharmacy Council, and Medical Council. I expect that the government will also think of merging these regulatory bodies also into one. Right now round the year our academicians and our faculties are busy in submitting the compliance to NAC, then NBA and NIRF. Recently our NAC was over. Then again we rushed for NBA. Then again we are trying for NIRF. Means we are already always 24 by 7 by 365. We are always busy in fulfilling the compliance of the regulatory bodies, and that is very strenuous and very taxing also. Rather, we would expect that we have devoted our academicians would have devoted more time for in pursuit of the excellence. Hopefully, this adhistan will also help in combining NAC, NBA, and NRF, and it will give a relief to all the academic fraternities. The in short, I would not like to take much of your time because all the academicians and the stalwarts are waiting to throw more light on the issue. But in nutshell, I will tell you one thing: the entire concept of this adhistan is to provide light and tight system. What does it mean, light and tight? Light means compliance should be less, regulation should be less, and giving more freedom to autonomous institutions. And what is tight? Tight means right now the regulating bodies, so many regulating bodies are there, but they don't have any kind of uh, any kind of they can't take any kind of penal action. But if this bill gets through, then the adhistan will have the penal rights also, and it can penalize the defaulting institutions also. This, if the bill gets through, then it will help quality institutions to set up campus abroad also, and foreign universities. It will help the foreign universities to set up campus in the country. It will help the students in getting credits in various kind of credits, various kind of tuning program. Overall, the system is good, and we hope that it gets through in near future. Again, I would tell you one thing. Finally, lastly, I will tell you one thing. This Adhistan is not just like you should not consider like a, new like shifting of offices kind of thing, new new curriculum, new structure, but it is more to empower rather than control. It is to empower the quality institutions, and I hope, I wish all the best to this bill, and and I hope that uh, all the delegates will get more information on this through this panel discussion. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring and encouraging words. They have truly set the perfect tone for today's program and panel discussion. And now, the moment we are waiting for, let us move towards the engaging ideas for the Viksit Bharat. I would like to invite our moderator, Dr. Deepak Patil, Principal, Sandip Institute of Engineering and Management, to kindly take charge of the session. Thank you.
Honorable Chairman, sir, distinguished panelists, respected educators, industry leaders, policymakers, our OSDs, principals of various institutions, deans, head of the departments, faculty members, and dear participants. I am Dr. Deepak Patil, Principal, Sandip Institute of Engineering Management. Welcome you in this lush green, beautiful campus of Sandip Foundation and Sandip University. Really, it is a special privilege and honor for me to host this wonderful gathering of intellectuals as a moderator for panel discussion on the subject that will reflect the future of education and technology. It is a pillar and a landmark in the journey of transformation towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Friends, as our country is aspiring to become a developed nation, rightly said by our Honorable Chairman Sir, by year 2047, which is also dream of our Honorable Prime Minister, education and technology will serve as pillars for this transformation. Today's discussion aims to explore how our higher education system can evolve to meet global standards for future ready education by inclusivity, innovation, research, and industry connect. At Sandip University Nashik, we are fortunate to host this wonderful galaxy of eminent educationalists and industry leaders to discuss on this topic. Now, it's time to begin this wonderful session. I hope that you all are eager to listen the views of the great leaders who had wholeheartedly accepted our invitation for this panel discussion. Due to some unavoidable circumstances, few of our panelists could not able to make physically, but we are happy that they have given their consent to remain present online. To begin with, I'll start with Dr. Parag Kalkar Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor of Savitribai Phule Pune University. Special thanks to Dr. Parag Kakar sir, who is always supporting us by all means. Thank you, sir, for joining online. It's a pleasure to have your insights, specifically given your extensive experience in management education and academic leadership. Let me touch upon an important policy initiative gaining momentum in Maharashtra. And my first question is related to that, sir. Sir, the government of Maharashtra is strongly emphasizing the apprenticeship enabled degree program AEDP as a means to integrate academic learning with industry exposure. Sir, as a key academic leader at Savitribai Phule Pune University, we are eager to know your vision for effectively implementing AEDP to ensure meaningful internship, on-job training, and enhanced employability opportunities for the students. Over to you, sir.
Autonomous colleges. The idea is the similar idea where, because in internship, student get a small exposure, but not a detailed exposure to any industry or company. So out of 3 years program, minimum 1 semester and maximum 3 semester. And out of 4 year program, minimum 1 year, maximum 2 years. This internship can be given to the student. So accordingly, I think we have tried with many institutions in engineering institutions also we have tried. And this year we have started at least in 4 or 5 good institutions, including the campus of Savitribai Phule Pune University, where industry has initiated that they will join with us in preparing a curricula which is relevant for them. And the last year, final 12 months, student will be working with the industry in the professional capacity, getting the full stipend as desired by the government. That will definitely increase. Otherwise, the student which we are creating out of higher education institute are becoming degree holder, but professionally they are not ready on the day work to work. They take little more time. So in same time, similarly with the industry support, if we can create this kind of manpower, it will support Viksit Bharat 2047, because we are creating global workforce which will be there for next 30 years as the leaders of the future. So AEDP program and internship a very good initiative for all students who get exposure to express and understand the application of their knowledge in the real world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your perspective on AEDP and experiential learning. Moving to management education, which plays a critical role in shaping future leaders, my next question is related to that only, sir. Sir, while MBA programs continue to flourish in metropolitan cities like Mumbai and Pune, still in tier 2 cities are facing challenges in attracting aspirants and nurturing high quality managerial talent. We wish to know from your perspective what strategies, interventions are needed to strengthen management education in these regions and develop globally competent leader for future who will be ready by 2047.
Basically, the most important thing which we need to revamp is evaluation of student or assessment of student. You cannot evaluate a manager based on a paper pencil examination. Maybe the last few part at 20% part may be the paper pencil evaluation, but we need a manager with multi-dimensional capacities. And that's why the three things are very important, which has to be part of our higher education system. Beyond our classroom teaching, self-learning is most important thing, where student come prepare in the classroom rather than everything is spoon-fed in the classroom by the teacher. Second important thing is the peer learning, because the student who join management program come from the different domains. They are from the science background, commerce background, and many other backgrounds, engineering background. So sometimes there are some subjects are very new subject, and it is very difficult for a teacher to teach them accountancy, where the student who have taken accountancy as a major subject with BCom are also present, and students from the science and arts background are also present, who are not aware about what is debit and what is credit. So I think peer learning has to be encouraged among the student, where they learn from each other. Commerce student can support non-commerce student, mathematics student can support non-mathematics student, and language student can help out other student to understand about things, so that the classes can be run smoothly rather than going back to the teaching in the basic. And third important thing is problem-based learning or project-based learning or group learning has to be encouraged through case study method, because at the end of the day, student has to work in groups when they go in the industry or in a professional setup. So this kind of exposure is highly required and need to be evaluated as a form of formal evaluation. Then that can be effective to create a leader rather than just a paper pencil leader. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights and providing direction to higher education institutions in order to deliver a strong policy implementation and academic innovation in multidisciplinary domain, including project-based or problem-based learning in the curriculum. I hope that it can give better exposure to the future leaders to become globally competent and responsible citizens of the country. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence. Thank you very much. Now it's time to move towards our next panelist, an eminent educationalist. We appreciate the consent given by Honorable Dr. Ravindra Kulkarni, Vice Chancellor, Mumbai University. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable presence and leadership in shaping higher education across the state. To begin with, let me draw our attention to an important national priority, enhancing access to higher education. And my first question is related to that, sir. Sir, the gross enrollment ratio in higher education in India has shown steady improvement, currently estimated around 28% to 30%. In that also, the states like Tamil Nadu and Kerala performing significantly better than other parts of the country. In this context, the National Education Policy 2020, which emphasizes on access, equity, and quality, what are the key strategic interventions do you believe are essential to achieve the ambitious gross enrollment ratio target of 50% by the year 2035?
Sure, Dr. Patil, like for asking this question, because while going for gross enrollment ratio of 50, we are naturally expecting a massive expansion and growth in higher education in comparison to national average of 28.3 something. Maharashtra, of course, stands next to Tamil Nadu, so having a gross enrollment ratio around 35. Of course, some of the cities like Mumbai will have gross enrollment ratio more than 50. But simultaneously, we need when we like to have a uniform gross enrollment ratio, then simultaneously, while focusing on Mumbai, which has a gross enrollment ratio more than 50, okay, we would see that there are nearby cities like Sindhudurg, Ratnagiri, or Palghar, which will have gross enrollment ratio sometimes even less than 10. So even not double digit, like particularly the district like Palghar. And something so similarly, we may say observe Similarly, in areas like Nandurbar under North Maharashtra or probably Kinwat under the Nanded area or likewise. So there has to be multiple planning for enhancement of the gross enrollment ratio so as to improve access, equity, inclusivity, expansion, while there would have been no compromise with excellence in higher education. So uh, I have presented you a district-wise probably the differences in the gross enrollment ratio. Then there has been differences in the gross enrollment ratio between even with reference to socially disadvantaged sections like tribal, for example, while the national average is being talked about around 28.3, 28.4, the gross enrollment ratio corresponding to tribe so appears to be somewhere around 17 or 18. So we need not say the target of gross enrollment ratio of 50 in such a way that it is inclusive, it is applicable across all districts, and it is equally applicable for different sections of the society in taking specifically the care with reference to socially disadvantaged sections, physically disadvantaged sections, as well as economically disadvantaged sections. Now, what are the provisions and what are the activities and what are really a right planning that will lead to approaching gross enrollment ratio towards 50? So, probably improving the quality of education is one part where probably the participation of students uh, in higher education would be improved by having a quality of higher education. Part of the answer is already provided by Professor Parakarkar in his first answer itself. So where we would like to switch over to a critical thinking, creative abilities, problem solving abilities, lifelong learning skills, and that will make the learning a really aspirational one, which will provide a right career pathway. So one can attract large number of students by providing a very good career pathway. Second part, say for providing support to the students from typically from socially disadvantaged sections. Okay, socially challenged students. Okay, we need to have lot of facilities in terms of remedial coaching, in terms of finishing school, so that the dropout of the students from a socially challenged students could be reduced. So reducing dropout would automatically promote rise in gross enrollment ratio. Some of the districts would have a best facilities. Now, in second question, in fact, you talked about the differences between tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Now, we would like to see that the educational infrastructure, educational excellence, educational support should have been provided in a right way at tier 2 districts and even some of the districts where the gross enrollment ratio has been lower. So that provides a second way of moving ahead. Third part, really, in order to support the educational infrastructure, educational institutions, support between the institutions in tier 1 city and the institutions in tier 2, tier 3 cities in the form of the joint degree programs, dual degree programs, and likewise. Third, probably the best way is to provide a right industry connect to the academic program so that the academic programs will provide the kind of employabilities which industries are looking for. And like definitely through programs such as apprenticeship embedded degree program, we could even provide the honorarium to the students while they are learning. So in addition to earn and learn schemes, and in addition to the scholarships, free ships that are offered, okay, so if we could provide a right level of honorarium through internships, apprenticeship embedded degree program, through field project, through community engagement projects, then probably the economic support to the socially challenged students could be definitely provided. Providing very good accessibility guidelines and implementing them could provide very good support to the students who are from the physically disadvantaged sections, particularly like making education accessible to the, let us say, the blind student, physically challenged students. We would be able to raise their enrollment in the main frame of education. And really, say the answer additionally lies in continuous upgradation of the education in terms of technology domain. Now, blended learning is allowed. 40% of the courses in a semester can be taken up in an online mode, which has a specific frame of learning at any time, at any place, for anyone. Okay, so with use of an artificial intelligence, okay, which has now become an important part of an education in coming years, okay, we would be able to provide a personalized learning model so that the slow learner, advanced learner, and average learner could have been provided a differential way of learning, so that the learning trajectory of the slow learners can be taken due care of, and their dropouts could have been avoided. And on the other hand, advanced learner could have been provided a ambitious educational program in terms of accelerated learning, okay, so that even they could be supported with very good line of career as well. So really going with a right combinations of improving education infrastructure, going with a blended learning, providing right supports to the socially, economically, and physically challenged students, probably we would be able to move around uh, of taking up the challenge of gross enrollment ratio. And one has to keep in mind, while you are going for an expansion, so as to accommodate the 50% of the population in the age group of 16 to 21, then we need to see that we are a country with a young demography. So we need to see that all those who have been incorporated, accommodated, promoted in an gap in an higher education spectrum, they need to provide a right career pathway in terms of maybe an employability, higher career progression, in terms of providing right jobs wherever the student would like to promote, innovate, undertake innovation, right facilities for startups. I hope with all this together, okay, as a combination of all of these, okay, while we are promoting them in higher education model, we are simultaneously taking care of their career pathways through programs like remedial coaching, AI-based personalized learning mode, as well as in finishing school. So with this, I am sure, and which naturally provides, which is being provided under national education policy. And one of the key advantage of national education policy is that multiple entry, multiple exit pathways, which reduces the dropout. Okay, we would like to reduce the dropout to a very lower value, so that the gross enrollment ratio could be easily promoted. So that ME pathway and breaking compartmentalization of higher education is also making educational aspirational education more like encouraging, probably having an education which is probably providing uh, like a kind of a flexibility which every student is looking for. With this, I hope we would be able to take up the challenge of raising gross enrollment ratio to the level of 50. Over to Dr. Patil.
Thank you very much, sir, for insightful perspective and detailed analysis of Maharashtra state in higher education sector to enhance the gross enrollment ratio. Sir has suggested several remedies also so that gross enrollment ratio should be increased in tier 2, tier 3 and rural part of the state. Also, sir, your use about accessibility for various types of students and upgradation of technology via blended learning is definitely will serve as a catalyst to move towards the Viksit Bharat 2047. Building on that, I'd like to shift the focus towards inclusivity and balanced development across the regions. My next question to Honorable Dr. Ravindra Kulkarni sir is based on NEP 2020, and we all know that sir is pioneer of NEP 2020 in the country. Sir, NEP 2020 places a strong emphasis on skill development, value-based education, and vocational integration. However, disparities in infrastructure and resources between urban and rural areas continue to be a challenge for effective implementation of NEP 2020. We would like to know from your perspective, sir, how can the institutions and policymakers bridge this gap to ensure equitable and effective implementation across both rural and urban regions?
Uh, of course, effective implementation of NEP requires a very good collaborative atmosphere. Okay, so those who are really even on the institution side, those who are really good need to support those institutions which are underperforming. Particularly in Maharashtra Public University Act, one of the concepts that was taken up but could not be laid further is satellite center, where the institutions in tier 1 city having very good NAC grade as well as very good educational excellence were supposed to provide courses to the students of like rural domain, which would not have been feasible with the regular institutions which are located in those regions. So satellite center was one of the key domain which could have been taken up now even like in coming years. Another part, because that provides a symbiotic growth of higher educational institutions from tier 1 cities and rural areas together. Another part, like something probably one which has remained neglected unfortunately, is that UGC has given like a circular, say in fact they have issued one circular stating possibility of sharing educational resources. Now, many times, so what has been a main hurdle for a multidisciplinary education, because in many cases we have single discipline higher education institutions. Say, for example, simply engineering institutions, simply education, simply law, or simply commerce college. Now, going forward for a multidisciplinary education requires a collaboration between a engineering institution and a institution providing arts, commerce, sciences courses, or having a very good collaboration between a pharmacy institution and a probably management institution, so that the strength of the faculty, strength of the library resources, strength of the laboratories, okay, could have been shared in the best interest of the students, faculty, and masses in a larger domain. Now, a engineering institution may not have enough library resources on commerce, and a commerce student may not have enough. Commerce college may not have enough resources for sciences. So, sharing them, okay, would provide a very good provision for taking up higher education in the best possible way. Now, I will share few examples where these collaborative efforts have been taken up in a larger domain of excellence in higher education. Say, for example, a engineering institution has worked. Okay, I will not take the name, but so these are the real examples which I would like to percolate Maharashtra state across. A engineering institution has worked with a arts science institution, whereby the arts science institution use their economics faculty to teach economics course to the engineering institution, while engineering faculty taught the artificial intelligence, data analytics, robotics to the students of sciences in science and arts institutions. So that kind of a symbiotic efforts have led to very good availability of accessibility to the resources which otherwise would not have been possible, which otherwise required large scale capital investment also. So sharing always provides a very good I have seen one college, I have seen three colleges coming together, launching the courses in emerging area, because courses in emerging areas such as artificial intelligence, robotics, internet of things will require multiple expertise and multiple resources. So I have seen three colleges coming together, launching that program, sharing their faculty expertise, sharing their laboratories, so that the students of all the three colleges got the best of the faculty, best of the resources. So that provides a excellence in higher education, and that provides accessibility and simultaneously support to the students in getting best knowledge. Keep in mind, these students are our future professionals, and they need to be trained in the best possible way. There again, you require a very good pedagogical approach also. One of the key vertical that has been uh, taken up under 6 vertical system for arts, commerce, sciences, and 7 vertical systems for engineering education was open electives, where the student was allowed to have a flexibility of choosing courses from a faculty altogether different from their original faculty. Like an engineering student was taking up history courses, or a science student was taking up the financial courses. Okay, so now teaching to students who is taking up courses from altogether from different faculty was a key challenge, because the pedagogical approach was required to be different. And I found one college have developed a totally different pedagogical approach known as open elective Mela. Okay, so which was successful over 3 years. I have personally visited and understood the success of that. And in fact, I would like to share the success of that particular pedagogical approach, that the college got the IPR copyright over that pedagogical approach for teaching open electives. Skilling is one of the aspirational domain, and here probably support from the industries is a key requirement. And I have seen many engineering institutions working jointly with industry, so that their laboratories could be made to have recent technological developments, changes, which made the student to have a right skilling which is required for the industry. Professor of practice is one particular domain which has allowed like the senior professionals from the industry to work at academic institutions, so that they could mentor the faculty, they could mentor the students in reference to the current changes, current technological developments that are practiced in the industry, and the students will have a connect with the current knowledge, current skills, current technology developments. Okay, so keep in mind, industry 4.0, industry 5.0 technologies are changing at a fast pace, and where we need a very strong industry connect, so that the skilling could be made really aspirational, and the student will get the best hands-on training. Students will get best exposure to the work practices, which will make them employable in a best possible way. Probably I'm highlighting just few examples which are being practiced across different institutions across Maharashtra. These institutions are definitely few in number, but I would appeal from through you that let the colleges, different colleges, to look at different perspectives, the different innovative facilitation of implementation of educational excellence, so that we could make the educational really aspirational, best in terms of skilling, best in terms of employability, best in terms of innovative practices, and best in terms of growth towards startup culture as well. Over to Dr. Patil.
Very insightful, sir. Taking the discussion further, let us look at the larger national vision, and my next question is related to that. Sir, as India moves towards the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, How do you see NEP 2020 contributing to the development of a strong knowledge economy? And what role should universities and institutions play in driving this transformation?
Sure, sure. Universities are supposed to play a key role in Viksit Bharat, and that is the precise reason why, when the announcement of this Viksit Bharat by 2047, okay, when that was being announced, okay, the Honorable Prime Minister like made that announcement in presence of vice chancellors across different states. Okay, vice chancellors from individual states were asked to gather at Rajbhavan, now Lok Bhavan, and they so like Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister delivered a speech, and that naturally gave like stress of government of India on a knowledge economy. Now, say there are different technological domains where probably we are required to move ahead, and probably when we look at say the variety of the options that could be taken up, okay, that there are certain technological areas which the universities must work so as to advance the knowledge in those fields. Okay, whether it is advanced computing, whether it is semiconductor, whether it is drone and smart transportation, whether it is advanced materials or nanotechnology, whether it is comprehensive national security, including integration of the cyber defense, space assets, anti-drone platforms, or missile forces, or going for a strength in cyber infrastructure, cyber security, advanced communication, quantum information science, quantum cryptography, quantum sensing, advanced manufacturing through robotics, which improves operational skills. So there are different technological areas which are expected to dominate coming decades, and the universities must play a pivotal role in advancing the knowledge in these different fields. And really, when we look at the critical emerging technologies which are likely to dominate. Okay, so the I will just place your attention to one of the report released by Australian Strategic Policy Institute in the month of August 2024. They have talked about 64 critical emerging technologies, and based on global share of high impact publications, okay, through universities or through research institutions. So based on global share of high impact publications in the period of 2019 to 2023, okay, individually the different countries were ranked in terms of their capabilities to take up those critical technologies. Now, keep in mind, where do we stand as a country, and naturally where do we stand as an university in terms of research in those domains. So we do find that out of those 64 critical emerging technologies, India ranks within top 5 in the 45 of the 64 critical technologies. Now, keep in mind who are leading. Okay, so we are of course we do not rank number one in any of the technology, but at least we rank number two in 3 critical emerging technologies such as biofuels, biological manufacturing, advanced composite material. Out of 64 in 57. Now, I must appreciate the talk given by Chairman, sir, okay, wherein he presented like the requirement of India taking to the level of the our economy to the level of say exceeding 30,000 trillion plus. Right now we are somewhere around fourth and fifth. But keep in mind, besides raising our economy to a higher level, okay, so what is required is to have per capita national income, per capita national income. Okay, so per capita per annum national income. Okay, so there, what is the basic requirement for which the country could be recognized as a developed nation? Okay, the basic requirement is the average national per capita per annum income should have been around 14,000 US dollar. Okay. And you may be surprised that although China is leading in 57 of the 64 critical technology, they are a highly industrialized nation, but China is still not considered a developed nation based on that test. China is still considered to be developing nation. Per capita national income, uh, per capita per national income, if you consider with reference to our country, that stands somewhere around 3,000 US dollar per capita per annum. So we are really having a larger gap between what is required for a minimum per capita per annum national income. So there you have a larger gap. G7 countries, if you look at, they would have somewhere at least minimum of 26,000 per capita, 26,000 US dollar per capita per annum national income. So there probably we need to make a huge growth, and probably what the university will have a larger role to play. I will just place one example and then probably stop. How does the university should play a role? Stanford, okay, as an university, or Harvard as an university, they always take their pride in having very large contribution to the GDP income. Okay, so it is being said that the Stanford alumni, okay, the students of Stanford University who started their business ventures and like they are supposed to have a contribution close to the 7 to 8%, okay, which very large. Okay, in India we never think of that kind of a magnitude. So universities now must move ahead and really need to churn the manpower, okay, which would promote industries on a larger scale. We are considered to be very good in startups now. We have more than 150,000 startups today, uh, growing from 400 startups in 2016 to let us say 150,000 plus startups today. But how many of those startups are really deep tech startups? Not more than 10,000. Okay, that is where probably the universities have larger role to play with, and probably okay, universities must work in fast manner. Say for example, if you are talking about our India semiconductor mission, which requires a huge skilled human workforce. Now there are three semiconductor industries which are working right now, which are likely to move ahead. Tata Electronics or CG Power. Okay, likewise. So two in Gujarat and one in Assam. So if you just consider what kind of manpower they require by 2027, around 85,000 skill workforce development. Now, are we having those courses which are churning enough knowledge of like with reference to cheap fabrication facility, cheap design facility, cheap packaging facility, the kind of chemicals, ultra pure chemicals, gases which they need. Okay, right now probably we do not have enough skilled manpower. So like whether it is semiconductor or whether you are talking about uh, data center support, or whether you are talking space science and engineering, whether you are talking about blue economy or Samudrayan project, whether you are talking about specialty chemical industries, whether you are talking to rare earth minerals. Okay, so really these research have been neglected on a large scale by universities, and we must take leading role so that we would be able to fulfill what is being required today. And the universities now have a compulsory role to move ahead so that the research in this field could be advanced. Fortunately, there are schemes like Anusandhan National Research Foundation, which has launched ANRF pair scheme, through which the many universities are working now with IITs and world-class universities abroad, so that the knowledge and research will be advanced. Really, that is how the university could connect itself in a knowledge economy mode with reference to Viksit Bharat. Over to Dr. Patil.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing such forward looking insights. By effectively implementing NEP 2020, we can really step ahead towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Sir, your thoughts truly add depth to this discussion on future of higher education across the country. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence. Now, let's shift this panel discussion from digital mode to physical mode. Moving towards the next panelist, we welcome Honorable Dr. Sanjeev Sonane, sir, Vice Chancellor of Vaishantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University, Nashik. Sir is a true academician, a great leader, and thorough gentleman. With his kind nature and great administrative skill, sir has brought many reforms in YCMU Nashik. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. As the Vice Chancellor of YCMU Nashik, sir is a pioneer in open and distance learning. His insights are extremely valuable to this discussion. To begin with, let us focus on the role of distance education in expanding access to higher education. And my first question is related to that only, sir. Sir, YCMU has been a pioneer in distance education in India, particularly in Maharashtra. May we know from your perspective how can open and distance learning system contribute to improving the gross enrollment ratio in higher education while simultaneously ensuring quality and academic rigor? Additionally, could you please give your highlights on the significant contribution of distance education in expanding educational access across Maharashtra?
Thank you. First of all, I appreciate the university and chairman for organizing such a panel discussion and opportunity to listen the next generation that how we can develop our country as a dream of our prime minister and also the chief minister of Viksit Maharashtra and Viksit Bharat. So thinking may be started in your mind. सो विकसित भारत मीन्स वो 47 साल में हम कैसे रहेंगे, आंखें मीट कर हम देखेंगे कि भारत उसमें जो भी रहेंगे लोग सिटीजन्स ऑफ द डेवलप्ड इंडिया इन 47, what will be their lifestyle, what will be their thinking, what will be their everything, and according to that we have to see. Now, the pertaining to the question regarding the ODL's role in development or achieving the role, you see it very simple. In 1947, at the verge of the independence of this nation, how many students was there in higher education? There was only 35,000 students and around 27 universities was there. Previously, 3 universities was there, you know it very well. Now today we are talking about the 28% GR is there. That means in a figure, if you see, it is a 3.20 crore student. It 28%. We have to cross the 50%. Now see here, from 35,000 to a 3.20 crore, this journey in a 77 years. How many university just now? 1,500 universities. How many buildings? How many laboratories? How many libraries? How many teachers? And how many financial investment has been done in 77 years so that we can reach to the 28%. Now we will consider now in a second aspect of that, reaching to the 50%. That means how many students will be enrolled in higher education, how many more universities will be needed, how many more infrastructure will be needed, and more than that, where you will have a teachers. Chairman Sahab and we was discussing about, you can build a university. You can have an excellent curriculum, learning from all over the world. But who will deliver? We have that teachers? And then that's why this new education policy is talking about the approving the degrees through 3 mode. One is the regular mode, which we are product of it. Second one is open and distance learning. And third one is the online learning. Now, if you see the on 20 open and distance learning universities, they are contributing to the GR 10%. We'll take an example of YCMU. YCMU having a UGPG around 5 lakh students. How much is the Maharashtra having? 45 lakh. Even that, in that, the 10% it is contributing. If you remove the ODL mode, again we will reach to the. So, investment, availability of the teacher, and achieving the target, one of the ODL mode is very important. Second thing, ODL and online. Second thing, you ask about the quality of the higher. You see now you take a degree from any university. You want to professor, you have a net that test your quality. You want a admission for anywhere, you have to go through the CET. That means graduation is now a minimum one, PG is a minimum one, and you want enter into a second phase of your the progression for higher education, or you want to enter into a job interviews there. You have to select there. That means acid test for higher education progression, and there is there. Then you see we have a data of YCMU. There are just now also 6 hour student graduated from YCMU. They are in the list of IAS. They are list in the IAS, and they are as the chairman's vision. We are thinking about the which section of the society they are middle class or below of it, and so that's why this is very important. Another thing is that the Patil sir, the most important thing is that the which section of the society is there. 80% student of the distance mode, including the IGNO and YCMU, they are working student. 70 to 80% they are working. They want, at that time, they came from their small villages in the cities, whatever may be the qualification, 10th class, 12th class, or graduate, and whatever may be the job, they had a opportunity, they joined there, they settled there, and they want to go for a upward level. And they want to aspire their higher education in this life. The many girls, they married, discontinue, and again they want to continue their higher education. They section of the society. Afterwards, you know that one or two children they have, they become a teacher and others, and they are contributing to this nation by having a small any other jobs in any other sectors. These are the things where ODL and online, where you are at your pace with affordable cost, the ODL is providing opportunity those aspire students who miss their bus to acquire their degrees and higher education. And that's why ODL is providing this opportunity. YCU's total alumni is 50 lakh. If YCU is not established and ODL mode is not available, the 50 lakh degree holders who are in the Maharashtra, they will not take opportunity. They may have done, but not by this way, easy way. Another thing is that if anybody is sitting here, please go through the study material of YCU. It's if how many I don't know, but you see the learning material, how quality material is there, how in a simple languages it has been written by a very excellent academician of that particular subject, and we are emphasizing there, and we are proud that YCU's learning material is one of the excellent material for the self-learners. And that's why there is equality.
Thank you very much, sir, for that comprehensive perspective and exploring the role of ODL in achieving goal of gross enrollment ratio in higher education towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you, sir, for providing a great statistics in terms of the number of students enrolled and the future vision towards the number of students in 2047. We also got an insight about the physical and digital readiness to achieve the target of Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you very much, sir. My next question to you, sir, about the UGC. Sir, UGC is increasingly encouraging private universities and institutions to offer online and distance education programs. How do you view this policy shift? And what opportunities and challenges do you foresee in maintaining standards and credibility in evolving this landscape?
Everybody in those who are really of the opinion that this country, everybody should be learned and should be graduate. I think everybody should welcome this decision. First thing. Now, forget about it is a government public university, private university, deemed university. Everybody should have a platform for acquiring the higher education by any mode. This is the one thing because access to education is more important than denied. We should not talk about the exclusion. We should talk about the inclusion and inclusion by only giving the opportunity to everyone. I think it is a right, just like child has a right to play, right to learn, like that everybody should have a be a graduate. That is the right now. If they aspire, they should get any mode. And that's why online mode, because I'm a police officer, I am a judge, I want to do a higher degree. Sir, we launch a one course. I will share with you. And all this is third batch of we have a diploma in cyber crime investigation, not cyber literacy, investigation. What happens? One of the assistant police commissioner came to me and he said that always there is a cyber crime. We crack it with the help of some IT technologist. We take the help. We prepare a report. We catch the person. We recover the money. When the case stands in a court, at that time, the argument from the uh, uh, advocate of a who had they had a criminal, he said that this report is false report. You ask them, this police officer who had sign under sign, whether he had a knowledge of a cyber criminal or any IT knowledge is there or not. They said that no, we are trained in a different way. And that's why we want this course. And just now, 500 police officers and they had completed and they share now the certificate of a YCME that we have a diploma of this one. And then now the report is accepted by a court that you are an expert in this area. So we have to find out such areas where actually the nation needed and what type of society's need is there. And in this line, the police officers, they had completed this all the course through a online. If this course is not online, how they will be completed? So there are so many professionals, they want to relearn, they want to uplearn, they want to acquire a new learning, they want to relearn. There are so many people, and I think there should be again the 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 degree once we are taking, and we have to upgrade ourselves also. AI is coming. People are fearing. And we are talking also in a newspaper due to AI now, how many degrees will lose? Because AI now writing the software. The software engineer, just now we have saw one multinational company had, huh? 30,000 they had sent to the home. Now this is happening, and who will be replaced now? Those don't know AI. Those don't know. That means you have to upgrade, and that's why online education is must for a first degree holders also. Those who are working also upgrading for their own professional life.
Very insightful, sir. Thank you about your views, the policy of UGC.
One more thing. Now
Yes,
the
yes.
UGC as a new education policy or national education policy, they had allowed you can complete along with regular degree one more degree. And one more degree you want to do, you cannot do a regular degree, both degrees. Now, this university, I congratulate them having a online courses now. The MCOM student can do a MBA with it, or MBA student can do MA economics if he is doing in a finance. So the value of graduate will be increased. Those who are only completed MBA and at the same time economics with finance and MBA with finance, who will be prepared? The industry. Who will be accepted? So this is a opportunity through the online mode and by a UGC's our national education policy. The students should take this opportunity. We was not having it at that time. This privilege, you have it, you have to take it, and you have to be capable with the 2 degrees and be proud of that. I have a 2 degrees at the type of interview, and you will have a domain knowledge, subject knowledge with it. This is the human capital development.
Thank you very much, sir. Very insightful. Taking this decision to global context, we are very much happy to view your views about the policy of UGC to offer ODL, the importance of ODL, and the concept of inclusion with appropriate example of police departments. It shows that sir was really a great teacher when he was teaching to the students. Thank you very much, sir.
One concept I want to tell you. See the nation, we are here to understand the Viksit Bharat Satyachalis. The next 10 years, what will be in this nation? There will be design degree. The student will design his own degree. You want to take an admission in the Sandip University? The university will have its core area. You take it. Other degree you can complete from any part of the world, not only this. I am a physics, I am a MBA, want to complete a psychology because I want to know the customer behavior. I want to do any other area. So which degree you want to design for your own, that is more important. Why this is happening, I will tell you. Up till now, the education all over the world was whatever may be available. University prepared the syllabus, university prepared the admission criteria, university prepared the delivery, university prepared the examination, and according to that, we had completed our degree. So learner has to adjust with the system. Now the system has to adjust with the needs of the learner, and that is the needed in the design degree that will be on the threshold of this, and that will be really create a human capital for the Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now there is a proud announcement on behalf of Sandip University Nashik campus that University Grant Commission has offered online distance education to Sandip University for their BBA and MBA program. And we are also awaiting for BCA and MCA. And ours is the first university in Maharashtra state to achieve this pride achievement. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Wishing that this number will be more, not only 3-4 courses.
Yes, sir.
There will be 100 courses within 2-3 years.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now we'll move towards our next panelist, a well-known educationalist in the Nashik city, a dynamic personality, the man with experimental studies who started his first experimental school, Espalier, in Nashik. It was really a unique and new concept, sir, for the Nashikers. Within this very short duration, sir has created its unique identity as an educationalist, not only in Nashik, but also in Maharashtra. He is also a member of NEP Steering Committee. We invite Mr. Sachin Joshi for the next panel discussion. Thank you, sir, for being a part of this panel.
Thank you, sir.
Your work as an educationalist, innovator, and your involvement in NEP steering framework brings a very important school education perspective to this discussion. Sir, to begin with, let me address a long-standing and critical challenge in our education system, the gap between school education and higher education. Mostly at higher education, we speak about the gap between industry and academia, still which is not addressed effectively. Everybody is saying that industry is contributing by X means and educationalists are doing Y means. Still the gap remains unaddressed. But as an educationalist, given your extensive work in experimental learning and NEP implementation at school level, how we can effectively bridge this transition to ensure that students entering in higher education are well prepared, industry aware, and future ready.
Yes. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू सो मच. एक कोई तो है जो स्कूल का, आप सब डॉक्टर्स हो और मैं ही प्री स्कूल का बच्चा हूँ, तो आपने इनवाइट किया और 2020 मैच चला, बहुत टाइम हुआ, तो मैंने पॉइंट में सब निकल लिया. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू सो मच. गैप तो बहुत बड़ा है. नोबेल प्राइज विनर अमृत सिंह का बहुत ही ये है कि किसी देश की गरीबी हटानी है तो उसका रोड मैप, उसका जो रोड है वो जाता है आंगनवाड़ी से. और हम उसके ऊपर कोई बात नहीं करते. टेम्पल बनता है तो टेम्पल का ऊपर वो जो रहता है ना, तो कलश, हाँ, तो कलश इज हायर एजुकेशन. फाउंडेशन हुए वो प्री प्राइमरी, प्राइमरी स्कूल है, और वहाँ पे ये नहीं हो रहा है. एक अच्छी बात होने वाली है एनईपी की इसमें. मैं हर टीचर को कहता हूँ कि आपकी सवत आइए, एआई आया हुआ है, ठीक है. पता नहीं अब यूनिवर्सिटी के प्रोफेसर का क्या रिस्किलिंग होगा, क्या जॉब जाएगा, पर स्कूल को कभी भी रोबो टीचर नहीं आएगा. हमारा जॉब तो रहेगा. ये सबसे प्लस पॉइंट मुझे लगता है. तो चेंजेस क्या है, तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट स्किल जो है, मैं सर से भी बात कर रहा था, जो अभी के जो बच्चे आ रहे हैं, ओके, दे हैव एटलीस्ट मिनिमम 6 करियर. उनको उनके स्पैन में 6 करियर करने पड़ने वाले हैं ये, क्योंकि नॉलेज का ईयर है 1.6 ईयर. जो हम सीख रहे हैं 1.5 साल के बाद वो चेंज होने वाला है. तो अभी बच्चों को मैथ साइंस नहीं सिखाना है, अभी बच्चों को सिखाना है अडेप्टिबिलिटी, बच्चों को सिखाना है क्रिएटिविटी, बच्चों को सिखाना है कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, बच्चों को सिखाना है क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल. और उसके ऊपर हम सिर्फ बातें करते हैं, ठीक है. एनईपी भी बहुत सारे, मैं अभी एनसीएफ लिखा हुआ है, सेफ हमने लिखा हुआ है. अभी जस्ट मैं उठ के गया बिकॉज ऑनरेबल एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर का फोन था कि हमें अर्जेंटली ग्रेड 3 to 8 का सिलेबस फाइनल करना है, और वो वेट कर रहे हैं कि जल्दी से आ जाओ, अपने को निकलना है, क्योंकि हमने वो सब वहां पे लिखा हुआ है कि ये लाना है, पर कैसे लाना है. तो इसके ऊपर मेरे ख्याल से सबसे ज्यादा इंटरेक्शंस और थॉट प्रोसेस होनी चाहिए कि हम ये कैसे ला सकते हैं. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि एआई आ रहा है. एआई को मैंने इंडिया का फर्स्ट एआई ऑन व्हील बस बना है. एआई क्या ला सकता है? इक्वालिटी ला सकता है. सर, एआई को मैंने अंडर प्रिविलेज बच्चों को लाया. आपको सबको पता है, 7 असर का रिपोर्ट कहता है 70% ऑफ ग्रेड 5 स्टूडेंट, उनको ग्रेड 2 का नॉलेज है. ये अपने इंडिया की एजुकेशन का क्या बोलते हैं, आरसा है, आईना है ये, ठीक है. और उनको हमने विदाउट टीचर सिर्फ 3 महीने मेरी एआई की बस गई, सिर्फ कुछ गूगल के एआई के टूल्स, विदाउट टीचर उनको एफएलएन अचीव हुआ. तो कहने की बात यह है कि एआई क्या कर सकता है. तो एआई जब तक हम ग्रास रूट लेवल पे नहीं लाएंगे ना, कुछ हो. हायर एजुकेशन से ज्यादा सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि ये एआई और सब कुछ एजुकेशन नीचे आना चाहिए. अभी एजुकेशन में क्या चेंज हो रहा है? रोट लर्निंग. हम वी आर द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ 21 अपेक्षित. सबने 10 12 किस किसने दिया है 10 12 का एग्जाम, 21 सब ने देखा. अभी वो सब रोट लर्निंग जा रही है। तो उन्होंने कहा है कि बच्चों में अभी 21st सेंचुरी स्किल लाना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा। एक तो IQ इज रिप्लेस बाय AI। अभी बच्चों को EQ एंड SQ की जरूरत है, दैट इज इमोशनल क्वेश्चन एंड सोशल क्वेश्चन। सो मैंने पहले बोला कि बिगेस्ट सिलेबस है अडेप्टेबिलिटी। तो अभी ये कैसे ला रहे हैं, तो सर ने अभी जस्ट बताया कि बच्चों को लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्नर करना है। तो लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्नर करना है, इसका पर्पज ये जो सर ने कहा कि लर्न, रीलर्न एंड अनलर्न, ये जो प्रोसेस है ये बच्चों को सिखानी। थिंक कैसे करें ये बच्चों को सिखाना। उसके लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट NEP में स्कूल लेवल पे क्या चेंज आया है, सिलेबस कम किया हुआ है, रिड्यूस सिलेबस। क्यों? क्योंकि बच्चों को क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग लाए तो क्लास में डिस्कशन तो होना चाहिए। जैसे हम ही बात कर रहे हैं ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन, आप सब साइलेंट बैठे हुए, तो ये कब होगा? ये 1 घंटे की जगह 2 घंटा 3 घंटा को तो मैं आपसे इंटरेक्शन कर पाऊंगा ना। तो इसीलिए सिलेबस कम किया गया है कि क्लास में डिस्कशन होना बहुत जरूरी है। सेकंड चेंजेस जो आपने बताया है कि स्किल कैसे लाए, ग्रेड 6 से CBSE ने अभी परसों लॉन्च किया, ग्रेड 6 से पूरा स्किल का सिलेबस लॉन्च किया है। वोकेशनल कोर्सेज लॉन्च किए, एग्रीकल्चर स्कूल में अभी आया है। कोडिंग कोडिंग अभी मैंने उनको बताया चेंज करो, क्योंकि अभी जैसे ओरेकल का 30,000, क्योंकि अभी वही AI कोड ही बना रहा है, तो कोडिंग सिलेबस निकाल दिया है। बट बहुत सारे स्किल सिलेबस ऑलरेडी करिकुलम में आ चुके हैं, तो वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है। 10 दिन बच्चों को, ग्रेड 9-10 के बच्चों को इंडस्ट्री में काम करना है। अभी हमारा आज मेरा ओपन हाउस चल रहा है, समर वैकेशन का नोटिस पेरेंट को हम दे रहे हैं कि 10 दिन आप इंडस्ट्री में काम करो और उसका सर्टिफिकेट लेके आओ। तो ये जो चेंजेस है, ये दैट इज अ वेरी गुड पॉजिटिव चेंजेस सब आ रहे हैं। सो आई थिंक दिस इज द गुड, क्या बोलते हैं, चेंजेस आ रहे हैं। 3 लैंग्वेज पॉलिसी अभी आ रही है। अभी डिजाइन जो बोल रहे हैं कि डिजाइन योर ओन कोर्सेज, जो सर ने बताया वो इज अ रियली गुड कॉन्सेप्ट। क्योंकि अभी AI की वजह से बच्चे खुद मतलब PhD और वो सब तो अभी AI सब ये कर रहा है। तो आपको टॉपिक देना है और उस टॉपिक के ऊपर आपको किस में डेप्थ में जाना है, वो सब अभी बच्चों को ग्रेड 6 से सिखाया जा रहा है। CBSE ने AI इंट्रोड्यूस किया हुआ है ग्रेड 6 से। तो मेरे ख्याल से जो इंडस्ट्री का जो पार्ट है, ग्रेड 6 to 12 पूरा इंडस्ट्री से कनेक्ट किया हुआ है सर।
Sir, thank you very much. Your views about the use of AI in school education will definitely help bridging the gap between schooling and higher education, and that can be a best step towards Viksit Bharat 2047. In line with the same, my next question is a touching question to me, as specifically I also belong to a rural area. Sir, in Maharashtra, boards like ICSC and CBSC are being effective in delivering quality education, but it is limited and restricted to urban areas only, considering the effective implementation of the syllabus and the curriculum set by ICSC and CBSC. However, replicating similar standards in rural regions remains still a challenge. Based on your expertise working closely with the rural education system, what strategies or interventions can help to expand the quality school education to these areas and contribute meaningfully to the Viksit Bharat Mission 2047?
यस, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है। बोर्ड इतना कंफ्यूजन होता है कि बच्चों को कौन से बोर्ड में एडमिशन लेने से स्टार्ट होता है। ओके, वी हैव अ CBSE बोर्ड, वी हैव कैम्ब्रिज बोर्ड, ICSE बोर्ड, IB बोर्ड, अभी ऑस्ट्रेलियन बोर्ड आया हुआ है, ठीक है, महाराष्ट्र में वो और ग्रेड मतलब प्री प्राइमरी से लेके ग्रेड 12 तक। महाराष्ट्र ओपन बोर्ड है। पर NEP ने में एग्जाम में जो चेंजेस लाए ना, वो कहाँ से लिए पता है? एवरी चेंजेस टेकन फ्रॉम NIOS, सबसे बेस्ट नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट का ओपन परक का। सो इतने सब चेंजेस और ये सब, तो बोर्ड्स का क्या है तो मैं एक लाइन में बता देता हूँ। 80% करिकुलम सभी बोर्ड्स का सेम किया हुआ है। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेट बोर्ड का बताता देता हूँ, जिसका पूरा इनिशिएटिव मैंने लिया, उससे बहुत बड़ा बीच में हंगामा भी हुआ। और जब एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर जस्ट ज्वाइन हुए थे वो, कि हमने मैथमेटिक और साइंस ये स्टेट बोर्ड का पूरा एज इट इज हमने सीबीएसई बेस किया है। इसीलिए हर कोई बोलता है अरे स्टेट बोर्ड बंद हो गया, सीबीएसई चालू हुआ, सीबीएसई चालू हुआ। वैसे नहीं, उसका इंटरप्रिटेशन ये है कि हमने मैथ्स और साइंस ये दो सब्जेक्ट्स पूरे इंडिया में अभी कहीं भी जाइए वो सेम रहेंगे, सिलेबस पूरा सेम रहने वाला है, करिकुलम कंटेंट एवरीथिंग पूरे सेम ये हुआ है। तो ये सबसे प्लस पॉइंट आप जो बोल रहे हैं रूरल के बच्चे, तो ये एक चेंजेस हुआ है। सेकेंड चेंज हमने हिस्ट्री में हमें देखा, जैसे सीबीएसई के हिस्ट्री में ग्रेड 8 को छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का कंटेंट सिलेबस सिर्फ 68 वर्ड्स में, कितने 68, हार्डली 1.5 पैराग्राफ में है। तो ये चीज हमने बताई, ये किया। और इस जून से इस अप्रैल से ऑलरेडी ग्रेड 8 का सीबीएसई का सिलेबस में छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का 21 पेजेस का सेपरेट सिलेबस हमने डाला हुआ है। तो ये पूरा प्रोसेस ये हुआ सेम विद स्टेट बोर्ड कि छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज और बाकी के भी जितने लीडर्स है, डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर और ये वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग। हमने कन्विंस किया बीइंग एनईपी स्टेयरिंग कमिटी मेंबर, उनको बताया कि शिवाजी महाराज म्हणले ते फक्त अफजल खानचा खोताळा काढलं वैसा नहीं है। उनकी जो पॉलिसी है, उनकी इन्वायरमेंट पॉलिसी, उनकी वाटर पॉलिसी, उनका जो आर्किटेक्चर, ये कब सिखाएंगे हम बच्चों को। सेम विद डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर के जो थॉट है, तो ये क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग कब आएगी, जब हम उसके एक्टिविटीज, उसका सिलेबस हम उस डिजाइन करेंगे। तो अभी तुरंत में कल अप्रूवल के हम जा रहे हैं, वो ग्रेड 3 से लेके ग्रेड 8 तक स्टेप वाइज हमने जो अपने महान लीडर है उनके सिलेबस में हमने जगह जगह पे हमने सिलेबस में इंक्लूड किया गया है कि जिससे बच्चों का थॉट प्रोसेस और थिंकिंग चलो जाए। तो अंडर वन लाइन बोर्ड्स, अभी इंडिया में आप कौन से बोर्ड्स में एडमिशन ले रहे हो वो रहेगा नहीं। अभी इंडिया में ये पूछा जाएगा कि ओके बेस्ट स्कूल कौन सा है, बेस्ट क्या है, या गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के बेस्ट इसमें आप कैसे जा रहे हो। और बेस की बात निकली है, जैसे अभी संदीप यूनिवर्सिटी को मैं देख रहा हूँ नैक ग्रेड ए मिला है, अभी ऑनलाइन ये हुआ है। एक चीज ये है वो बिंग एजुकेशन एक्टिविस्ट मुझे बुरा लगता है, और एक जगह पे मुझे थोड़ी खुशी भी है, वो कि सेम एक्रीडेशन प्रोसेस कम इन द स्कूल एजुकेशन। स्कूल क्वालिटी असेसमेंट फ्रेमवर्क आया है, स्कॉफ आया हुआ है। फर्स्ट ईयर ये था 2 लाख स्कूल को, हर एक स्कूल को कंपलसरी था, गवर्नमेंट एडेड ट्राइबल सभी स्कूल को कंपलसरी उनको प्रोसेस में जा रहा। 2 लाख स्कूल में A+ स्कूल सिर्फ 429 है। सो 2 लाख स्कूल में महाराष्ट्र में सिर्फ 429 स्कूल है जो वो पैरामीटर में बैठ रहे। और अच्छी की बात यह है कि नासिक जिले में मेरी ही स्कूल स्पेल हेरिटेज स्कूल को A+ मिला हुआ है। तो एक बार खुशी भी है और एक बार ये भी लगता है कि जैसे 429 स्कूल 2 लाख के हिसाब से देखा जाए, तो कहने का बात है कि चेंजेस आ रहे हैं। अभी बोर्ड्स बच्चों को इंटेलेक्चुअल नहीं करेगा, वो जो स्कूल है, वो जो टीचर्स है वहाँ के, वो बच्चों को आगे लेके जाएंगे।
Thank you very much, sir, for clearing the confusion to all the parents regarding selection of boards. Your views of implementation of NEP towards Viksit Bharat will definitely contribute and bridge this gap between higher education and schooling education. Thank you, sir, for your thoughts. Your insights strongly reinforce the importance of strengthening the foundation of our education system. Thank you very much, sir. Now we move towards our next panelist, the only person from industry in this panel, Mr. Sanjay Nikam, Senior Vice President, Reliance Digital India Limited. Sanjay sir is my friend, guru, an excellent technocrat, the man of work, a true leader, and who has proven himself in all fronts at Reliance Digital Industries. Sir is one of the jewels in Mukesh Ambani's empire. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. As a sole representative from industry on this panel, your perspectives are extremely important in grounding the discussion in real-world expectations and execution realities as far as the industry perspective are concerned. We have heard strong academic and policy perspectives so far by various academicians. Let me now bring in industry viewpoint to define in the larger vision. My first question is related to that, sir. From an industry standpoint, what are the key pillars that will truly define Viksit Bharat 2047? Additionally, what kind of technology roadmap, particularly in terms of digital transformation, skilling and innovation ecosystem do you believe India must adopt to achieve this vision?
Respected, respected dignitaries, distinguished panelists, and all esteemed guests. So thank you basically for getting the opportunity to address, and I got a lot of insight today. So coming back to this Viksit Bharat 2047, we are talking about a target of, as chairman has told a detail about this Viksit Bharat. So we are talking about a $30 trillion economy. So today we are a 4.3 trillion dollar. So we are talking about next 20 years, 7 times GDP. Now, basically to reach that destination for this Viksit Bharat, there are 5 pillars are there. So first one is this education, technology, innovation, governance, and infrastructure. So the education part. So India is a massive big country of 25 school students, 4 crore post graduation, graduation and post graduation students, 52,000 colleges, 1.5 million schools, and we are talking about 1 crore plus teacher. It's a massive education ecosystem, academia. Along with these policymakers, regulators, and this value chain system of these incubators, startup, and this overall this industry of enterprises and other value chain systems. So this education with this huge, this ecosystem, we are creating this human capital. Now the topic of the today's discussion is education and technology, and how it will reach to achieve this 30 trillion dollar target. So from the technology side now, so as sir has addressed, 64 technologies are identified, which will basically have the impact within next 2 decades. So technology is the enabler. Once upon a time, it was an enabler, but now with this 20 years now we are talking about. So currently our 4.4 trillion dollar economy, our technology stack is of 10%, but next 20 years with this 30 trillion dollar technology stack will be of 12 trillion dollars. So we're talking about 35% technology stack will be there, and it will be the major GDP contribution. So this technology is a very key important thing. It is not a enabler now. It is a GDP now. And now to achieve this technology, we have to use this technology, but for what? See, at the end of the day, this consumption by the enterprises, consumption by the consumers is unless and until it is not innovated, there is no point of technology. So innovation is adding the value. So once this value is added, then only consumer will use this. So the third is this innovation stack is very important. The fourth pillar we are talking about this governance, and we have discussed in depth this NAP 20 policy, and now the central government is saying not next 5 years but next 20 years we are talking about. So all that things now are with this chairman has had told detailed this thing from this governance, what this academia will closely work with this industry. And the fifth one is this infrastructure, that is a fifth pillar. So physical infrastructure, digital infrastructure, and that what will support what we are talking about. This all these four layers we have discussed. Now coming back from these pillars, so these pillars will is the Viksit Bharat. Now from this pillar, now we are talking about this technology roadmap. So we have having this 64 plus technologies with AI and robotics and blockchain technology, cyber security, then this biotech technologies, this renewable energy. So these new technologies will contribute this 35% GDP what I've discussed. So now this roadmap is of these 3 layers. Now some technologies will play a role of a core technologies. So when you're talking about a core technology, semiconductor technology, solar cell. So these semiconductors, all these basics, this we are talking about this advanced material. So all these things, the part of this core technology, which is a foundation layer. So this is the fundamental research, the core technologies, and on the top of that, you are having this growth and acceleration layer. Now this growth and acceleration layer is the innovation layer, where from these core technologies, it is converted into product and solution. So now this product and solution, these are creating these industries, and it will create the jobs. So just to give an example, air condition. So air condition technology, we are using almost now so many years. Now this physics principle of thermodynamics, now next 20 years. So today currently we are having 10 crore plus air condition. Next 20 years, it will be 100 crore ACs will be used by India. So the total installed base in 2047 will be 300 crores. Out of that, one third will be the AC. So now we are using the same technology from last almost 2 decades in air condition and in refrigeration, that compressor technology. So what is new emerging thing, the innovation, any small, any disruption now, the way the Nokia phone, everybody knows. So how Apple has done the disruption, it has changed the complete way of working, way of the camera part, the total, the book, everything basically Apple had changed exactly 20 years back. So a lot of these industries, some future industries, new technologies, existing industry, this will be die. So from this growth thing, then we are talking about this sustain and secure layer. Now we'll have growth. Everybody will, will use this technology, will consume this technology. But most important thing is how we'll have a secure and sustained layer. So we have to use to secure and sustain the cyber security part, for a citizen, this healthcare part, to protect basically from the enemies, this defense part. Now these are multiple basically these technologies which will be covered under this secure and sustained layer.
Thank you, sir. That gives a clear vision from industry side. Now moving towards execution, especially in bridging long-standing gaps, my next question is related to that only. Sir, the gap between industry expectation and academic outcomes has been a persistent challenge and a matter of discussion amongst all. In your view, how can India transform its education ecosystem to become truly industry aligned, technology driven, and globally competitive? What specific role should industry play in shaping curriculum, skilling, and employability?
Yeah, so I will not repeat the points, which I have to supposed to cover, because in the all these dignitaries have already explained multiple, the points which I have to cover for this question. So I will give you this interested statistic, of this China and India. So both are having similar population, but India is of $4.3 trillion economy, where 5 times China is $20 trillion economy. So if you really see the numbers, so 50% both the countries today are having this service industry, but the product industry, the industry GDP of China is of $7 trillion, and where India is only $1 trillion. Now to generate this, now this recruitment, the job basically for all these billions of Indians, we have to basically, the importance has to give to this product, the industry. So we are the services country. The product 7 times China is basically industry, GDP is there. So the most important thing here, now this product, it has to start from the innovation part, the research part, engineering, design, and development. So I've seen basically working with this other companies, the OEM companies, the brands. The challenge is basically for India to develop the products, because we are importing this technology and here we are just doing this screwdriver, we are just assembling the thing, just doing some mechanical die and mold and packaging thing. Right now, this complete, this technology part, we are 80% basically we are using from US and Europe and Korea and from China and Taiwan. So now for addressing this in this future, we have to give the importance, and in this curriculum also I'm requesting all these dignitaries basically to add the course, for this product design. So I'm facing basically a lot of challenges to recruit the candidate, the new these fresh engineers, because nobody is basically coming from this background, and also I'm not getting this existing. Same thing I'm facing basically for this power electronics also. So this engineering part, design part, development part, idea is basically we have to give this importance. Then only now what we are talking about $30 trillion. Now there is basically the assumptions are there, which we have calculated. But if you are not serious, and it is not just basically the academics and this governance, the regulatory and policy makers, it is basically the student also has to see these numbers basically, this what this market is all about. So we have discussed about this AI, in last 4 years, all these US companies, European companies, and they have spent almost invested 2.3 $2 trillion in AI. So if you see the overall the revenue in AI today, it is less than 10%. So all these companies have heavily invested for the future. Now to come up with this, to get basically, this AI as an application usage, yes, definitely India will get the benefit. India will use this. But what about this AI creation, this entire ecosystem, starting from the hardware, the software, the application part, this AI, the AI core engine, and these different middlewares. So a lot of basically things are going on, but still we have to work very seriously, and that what the student also has to. Now there are this information is now there on the net. In our time we are not getting this information, but today the school student and college can access this information. It is on the fly. So these tracks now for this recruitment for the job, these six levers are there to reach to this 40, in 2047, this Viksit Bharat of 30 trillion. So the first track, six levers, which has to be tightly, these are the tightly integrated stacks. These are the sequential stacks. The first one is the curriculum reform. So we have discussed about that. So technology as now is the part of GDP. Now in this curriculum, these 64 technologies, whatever the majority we are contributing, we have to basically include in this curriculum reform. The second one is this technology integration. So we have discussed about digital lab, we have discussed about this AI lab, AR, VR, how basically we can enhance, reach the learning experience to the students. That this is very important thing. So this technology integration is the second lever. The third one is again this innovation and research, what we already have discussed with this. So we are working with for developing this electronics, consumer electronics product. We are working with IITs. So we are having this, setting up this center of excellence. So I want this university, these colleges should basically have this center of excellence, and this industry academia collaboration is required. So this COE thing, the internship, what apprentice, what we have discussed. So that basically will be part of this industry and academia collaboration. The innovation I already discussed on this track. And the most important thing is this, then skill and employability. So we'll basically are having a natural inborn talent. From talent, education is identify this talent and shaping this talent. And from this education, then we are going to the skill, which is basically the training and practice stage. And from that, then we have to enhance and we have to convert into this, adopting this skill for job creation, for the employability. So this is again this very important thing, and that what today is lagging. So industry and academy has to work jointly, and it is always a chicken and egg and head and tail. So the way basically these MITs we have discussed, how these MITs and Harvard and these IITs are working, the same model basically now we have to work with for these other universities also. The last one is the importance again, this global competitiveness. So global competitiveness, now we are working, we are having this subject in our engineering, the quality, we are discussing about Six Sigma, total quality management, quality control, quality assurance, and quality management. How many really, we are practically, because we are never a manufacturing country. So manufacturing, it started with Japan and then Korea and then China and Taiwan, So I visited 250 plus factories in China and Taiwan. So learn lot, this Six Sigma is 1 million. You are only hardly having, 3.4 percentage to 10 million, 3.4 incidents basically will be wrong. So quality control, quality assurance, and this is the entire ecosystem, and this is required basically in this manufacturing thing, and that what I was talking about, this $7 trillion, $7 trillion, 7 time economy of China because of this manufacturing this thing. So make in India things have started now. We are now coming basically. So these are the stages are there for make in India. So quality control part, the export part, and then having this global benchmarking with with these other countries. So now make in India. So there are 5 countries now in electronics, in technology, manufacturing: China, Taiwan, and then Korea and Vietnam and Indonesia. So lot of investment now is in India. Semiconductor, now we are coming with 6 factories. Government of India along with this multi and SIDAC. So they are heavily invested in this semiconductor design and semiconductor creation thing of $10 billion thing. So lot of things are now happening, but again, it is the student has to. I've seen basically in spite of having these things, students are not aware of this basic GDP contribution these technologies, and they have to take these things seriously. So global competitiveness will come with all these different adoption of these various different practices, and then only we can have this 2047 Vikasit Bharat. So coming to this again from this India China this thing. So just to give this academics see the difference. So I've told about economy 6 times China economies, but coming back to this research now, these PhDs, the STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and maths. So STEM PhDs, India is hardly having 16,000 PhDs per year. The China number is 70,000. So they're almost 4 times than India. Coming back to the research, technical research documents. So China is submitting almost around, releasing around 1 million documents, whereas India is having 3 lakh documents. Coming back to this patents filing. Patent filing, China is almost basically filing 1.8 million application, and out of 1.8 million, 1 million basically they are getting the patents. Coming back to this India, so this patent part, we are having 30,000 patents we are getting, and we are filing 2 lakhs. So from the 80,000, sorry. So 15 times China is filing the patents, and 7 times they are getting the patent than India. So this is what is making the difference. And that what now, as Mr. Joshi is talking about the school level. So from this skill and employability perspective, the academics basically, and that what is now covered under this NEP 20 and this this regulatory this governance policy also, it has to be incorporated the way basically it is in Korea, it is in Japan, it is in Taiwan. So Taiwan population is a Bombay population of 25 million. So the semiconductor economy, semiconductor GDP, 70% GDP is only from one Bombay size country, Taiwan. So that what the technology is making the impact. And now these various basically this technology is what we are talking about, the 64 technologies. So as now this will be incorporated during this education, the schooling time, higher education, graduation, post graduation, PhDs, so this will basically give the skilled, the employable manpower to the industry. And yes, definitely, we will have $30 trillion. I'm confident we can have this at 2027, 47.
Mind blowing. Great statistics and an eye opening comparison between the two neighboring countries as far as technology, innovation, research, and development is concerned. Definitely, sir, if India will work upon these parameters described by you, the dream of Viksit Bharat 2047 will be achieved by the young innovators and learners. I'd like to announce one special news to you that this session is not only restricted to this hall, we are streaming it live on Facebook and YouTube to all the stakeholders associated with Sandip Group of Institutions and Sandip University, our students, parents, and the people who love us, who like us. Now, just a while ago, I got a feedback that more than 20,000 people are watching this live telecast of this panel discussion on Viksit Bharat 2047. There is one request before concluding that after this session, there is a request from all of us to all the dignitaries and all the invited invited participants to remain present for a small group photo and discussion with our honorable chairman sir, which is followed by lunch at Olive Canteen on second floor. As we come to the end of insightful panel discussion, we just got an information from Honorable Dr. Shailendra Devlankar sir that he was busy in one online meeting. He had tried to join this discussion online, but unfortunately he couldn't because of his busy schedule and extended online discussion with the policymakers. So now we'll come to an end on this panel discussion on future of education and technology roadmap to Viksit Bharat 2047. It is evident that achieving this vision will require a collective and sustained efforts from academic, industry, and policymakers. Today's discussion has highlighted the importance of access, quality, innovation, research, industry alignment, and integration of technology as a key drivers for transforming our educational system towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Special gratitude towards all the esteemed panelists, Dr. Ravindra Kulkarni, Dr. Shailendra Devlankar sir, Dr. Parag Kekar sir, Dr. Sanjeev Sonane sir, Mr. Sachin Joshi sir, and Mr. Sanjay Nikam sir for their valuable presence, insights, and experiences and forward-looking perspectives about this panel discussion on Viksit Bharat 2047. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants and audience for their active engagement and participation and keen interest to listen this panel discussion. With this, I hand over this session to Dr. Kamini Nalaude.
As we come to the end of this insightful panel discussion, it is evident that the discussion was not only limited to this hall, but it has ignited many thoughts, many perspectives, and opened many new possibilities to all of us. The vision of Viksit Bharat is not just a dream, but it is a collective responsibility of everyone present here and to contribute to this responsibility. The We move towards the formal conclusion of this program. I would like to invite Dr. Pawan Bhaldare, Vice Chancellor of Sandip University, to kindly deliver a vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Sanjeev Sonone, Honorable Vice Chancellor, YCMU Nasik, Dr. Shailendra Devlankar, Honorable Director, Directorate of Higher Education, Government of Maharashtra, Dr. Ravindra Kulkarni, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mumbai University, Dr. Parag Kalkar, Honorable Pro VC, SPPU Pune, Mr. Sanjay Nikam, Senior Vice President, Reliance Digital, Mr. Sachin Vilas Joshi, Founder, Spillide School, Nasik, our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Sandip Kumar Jha, Sandip University, Nasik, the participant from the cities, the principal, all learned audience. I am truly humbled to be a part of this wonderful event, the future of education and technology, a roadmap to Viksit Bharat 2047. I have an honor to propose the vote of thanks. Firstly, I am thankful to the honorable management, our chairman, Dr. Sandip Kumar Jha sir, who always encourage us to organize such kind of events. Secondly, we are thankful to the esteemed panelists who have shared their time, their expertise, and diverse perspective on Viksit Bharat 2047. Sorry. A special note of thanks to the moderator, Dr. Deepak Patil, Principal SIM, for brilliantly engaging the conversation and discussion, engaged and focused. Organizing committee, who have taken efforts and ensure everything runs smoothly behind the scene. Lastly, the wonderful audience for the active participation. Your presence and engagement made this event successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We will conclude the program with the Naman to our country. I request all of you to kindly stand up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
With this, I formally declare that program is over. All the participants are requested to stay back for the group photograph. Thank you. The group photograph will be taken out.